What's up everyone, it's been a hot minute since my last video. While it might seem like I've been lazy for the past 2 months, I have been working on something in the background, and the script for it has 16,000 words, so it's gonna be a big one. In the meantime, I will review a game I have been playing with my friends recently. The game in question is called 𝗬𝗏, and it has been the most popular game on Roblox. 𝗬𝗏 is a Roblox horror game inspired by 𝗦𝗏𝗃 𝗨𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 rooms and Spooky's jump scare mansion. Despite it only releasing 4 weeks ago, it has garnered more success than like 99.9% of the games on Roblox, and it's not like a very well-known development studio made it. Instead, it was made by a small development studio by the name of 𝗬𝗏𝗃, but that's enough filler information. Let's take a look at the gameplay present in 𝗬𝗏. The goal of 𝗬𝗏 is, at the time of making this video, to make it through 100 randomly generated rooms. Some of the rooms aren't randomly generated, like rooms 1, 50, and 100, but most of them are random, with some being rarer than others. When I phrase it like that, 𝗬𝗏 sounds like a boring game. However, there are entities that appear throughout these rooms that spice up the gameplay and make it so you can't just run through 100 doors as fast as possible. The variety is expansive, ranging from entities like 𝗦𝗏𝗃, which only appear in dark rooms, and to survive them you just have to look at them, to entities like 𝗧𝗊𝗃, where you have to run through 6 rooms to not be caught by him. The entities in this game help out with the horror aspect of 𝗬𝗏, but you want to know what else helps? The visuals. The way 𝗬𝗏 looks is astonishing. Each room has an ominous feeling, and the lighting is also very nice. What I'm trying to say is that 𝗬𝗏 has a creepy and mysterious atmosphere, and it achieves what it was going for perfectly. There are also various items that can assist you throughout your journey. Things like bandages, lockpicks, and lighters. Some of them can be bought from the shop at the start of the game if you're confident that your luck is horrible. One element that I think many players don't talk about enough is how simple the game is. Of course, it's still a fresh release and more content is on the way, but even then, there's not that much when you really look at it, yet you can get lost in this game for hours and have a ton of fun. That's one aspect I like about this game, the replayability. Let's also talk about the music in 𝗬𝗏. Like the visuals, they set up the atmosphere in the intended way, and I think most of you already know all about the song that plays during the 𝗧𝗃 chasing sequence. Although there are a few things about this game that are annoying to me. For example, Rush can sometimes bug out and just kill you despite passing you, although these issues aren't big enough to take away from the main experience. Except for the ending. Room 100 is incredibly anticlimactic, and while I get it's not the ending of the entire game, it's still not too interesting. In comparison, Room 50 requires you to slowly go around this massive library trying to find books, hide from figure, and move carefully around the room. But in Room 100, you just grab a key, do a puzzle that isn't punishing at all, and then go back to the elevator that contained the key, and that's it. I feel like it would have been more interesting if they swapped Room 50 and Room 100, but that's just my opinion. There is one more thing that we haven't discussed, however, which is the UI. The user interface is alright, I don't have any major complaints, and I am glad that it doesn't take up half your field of vision during gameplay. In fact, the UI in the game is extremely small. I would personally add a settings option to enable things like an in-game timer and maybe even a room counter for fun. Also, it would be nice if you could activate a death counter somewhere in the lobby so you could track your progress for this one badge. That would be very nice to the badge hunters of this game. In conclusion, 𝗬𝗏 is an up-and-coming game that has a lot of potential. The game has a creepy atmosphere, great music to accompany it, and a lot of passionate players. I enjoy 𝗬𝗏, and I think that with the right pacing of updates, it can be a main name in the Roblox community. But if I had to put it into numbers, what do I think of 𝗬𝗏? I would give 𝗬𝗏 an 8 out of 10. These are just my first impressions, however. Maybe when this game gets finished in the future, it'll get a higher rating, or maybe even a lower rating. Well, thanks for watching this mini review, or whatever I'll decide to call it. If you want to express anything you liked or disliked about this video, then leave it in the comments, as that would be pretty helpful to me. Anyways, I'll see you later in September for a longer video.